Welcome to Garden to Table, our brand new weekly series here on Blue Dog Ventures. Each week, we'll be sharing a new recipe using something we've harvested right from our own backyard, taking you from the garden straight to the kitchen. We're kicking things off with a classic comfort food, creamy scalloped potatoes made with the fresh potatoes and onions we just pulled from the garden. If you've been following along, you might have seen how we harvested and stored our potatoes, and even how we turned them into homemade freezer fries. If not, those videos are already live and linked down below. We're excited to bring you along every week as we cook with what we grow. And don't forget, Garden to Table is a weekly series, so hit that subscribe button and come back next week for another homegrown recipe. Now, let's get these potatoes scalloped.
Alright guys, let's get this party started. We're fixing to make some scalloped potatoes. Homemade potatoes. These come out the garden. You have to check out the link in the description below where they come from, how we stored them, how we grew them. We never did any videos on these onions, but we're going to use our onions. This is the first year we've really messed with them, but we're going to need a third a cup of these to go in this recipe, and we're fixing to chop on them. Also, we could have used these. These are some potatoes, scalloped potatoes that we've already blanched and froze and vacuum sealed, as you can see. But we're not going to use these because we still have plenty of these that are in our storage. But we're fitting to get to it. We need a third a cup of onions. I'm not sure about how many of these we need. We'll cut these tips off. I say a third a cup, but we're going to go a little heavy with it because we love our onions. It's about a half a cup. Next step, medium saucepan. Turn it on medium. Alright, we got our onions coming up to temp. You're going to take a half a stick of butter, but just before we done this, we got our oven preheated to 350. Coming up to temp to put our scalloped potatoes in there. Half a stick of butter. This is unsalted. Need to use salted, but we got a little extra salt in our salt to pepper ratio, so we should be fine. All we want to do is get these translucent, get a little color on them. After looking at it, me and Mama decided we want some more onions. We love onions. We're going to still go with the same amount of butter, but I'd say we went with a full cup. Alright, well, our onions is, we're getting them translucent, getting them cooked down a little bit. We're going to step over here and wash our taters off a little bit. Still got the dirt on them from the garden. If you got a toothbrush, you can scrub in there. You can peel them if you like. We don't like our taters peeled. We love our peeling. Alright, we got our taters cleaned off. Jump back over here on our onions. They cook down, getting soft, about like we like them. We've already greased our baking sheet. This is the glass one. Next step is, this is 2 or 3 heaping tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And how much ever salt and pepper you like. This is about a tablespoon and about a tablespoon of pepper. We love our pepper. Like I said, this is unsalted butter and it calls for salted butter, so we add just a touch more salt. After about 30 seconds or so of stirring the salt and pepper and flour mixture in, we're going to add 2.5 cups of milk, whatever milk you use. We'll stir this in and bring it up to a boil. While we're waiting on this to come up to a boil, we're gonna jump back over here on our potatoes. If you know anything about potatoes, you know they'll turn on you if you don't put them in water. So we got us a bowl of water. We love our peelings. It's up to you if you want to peel them or not, but we like them, especially red peelings. You can make them however thick if you want them to cook quicker, thin or thicker. We like a little bit of bite with our potatoes, so we're gonna cut these a little bit thicker. Plus this will clean anything that we left off on our potatoes when we cleaned them. While these are soaking, we're gonna come back over here and check on our onion mixture. Our mixture here is getting thick. It's been about, I'd say 3 minutes. We're gonna cut the heat off. So we're gonna start laying our potatoes. Our pan's already greased. You can see we got a little bit of our flavor from our, we'll move this from the heat. Our potatoes, we're gonna pour the water off of them. There's nobody tonight but me and Mama. So we used a small dish pan. We may have gotten, a small baking pan, so we may have gotten one a little bit too small for just us. But if we have any left over, we'll put them up and fry them for French fries. But you put a layer of potatoes. But it's entirely up to you. We only use salt and pepper in here. We're going to put cheese on. You can layer with cheese now. You can add garlic salt. You can add whatever flavoring you want. Matter of fact, this is one of my favorites right here. We're going to throw a little bit of it on each layer. You scoop some of your onions and milk, butter. This right here looks like an amazing gravy to go good on the biscuit. And we got some of them cooking too. So we're gonna go back down with another layer of potatoes. Opposite direction. Don't ask me why, it just looks pretty. You could do bacon bits, you could do ham, you could do whatever you want. Just options is endless. Go back with another layer of our sauce. Got our two-step. If you wanted to add bell pepper, whatever you want to add, like I said, it's your world. Everybody's taste buds is different. And now with the remainder of our sauce, another sprinkle of this two-step. All right, we got our oven preheated at 350. We're going in 30 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. We're making cheesy scalloped potatoes. So the last few minutes of it, we're gonna come in here and add us some cheese. It looks good already. All right, 30 minutes, no peeking. We got one of our sides started, some biscuits in there. Now we got our meats, some quail. You got to check out some of our videos that might be linked in the description below. We cooked quail on here before. We love it. Gonna go throw it on the grease. If you ain't never made a oopsie, you ain't cooking. I failed to mention and failed to do, we walked outside getting ready to cook our quail, but you're supposed to cook this dish covered, and we don't have a oven safe top for this dish, so tin foil is just fine. Just didn't want to mess around and leave that step out, so we come back in here. It's only been cooking 2 minutes before I realized we got it covered in tin foil. We're gonna go back in there. So now it's 28 minutes, no peeking. Stay tuned. Let's go cook them quail, mama. Looking forward to them. All right, there's our protein for tonight. Our scalloped potatoes are still in there cooking. We got our protein done. We gonna eat good tonight. All right, guys, we cut our potatoes a little bit thicker. So it's been dang near an hour. We checked them a couple times. We cooked our quail, cooked some boudin and some other stuff. Now it's time to take the top off. Mama to come in there and check them out and said they done. That's what her lips said anyway. Just unless she got Botox because they're a little warm. Whew, I've laughed my butt off at her. If you ain't having a good time in the kitchen and with your lady, your better half, my better half especially, you ain't having a good time. You ain't living life. But we're gonna throw a little cheese on it and stick it back in there and crank it up on broil for about 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna sit here and watch it and see. We got 2 different ones. That first one's mozzarella and this right here is a little Mexican. You can put whatever kind you want. Love my cheese. We're gonna stick it back in there for about just a minute or 2. We're gonna look through the front of the stove. We're gonna get it on broil. All right, guys, smelling delicious, so bubbling, doubling. And there's your potatoes. Next thing we're gonna do is give them a little try, a little test taste. We're gonna let them cool, let them sit about 30 minutes and try them out. Let y'all see what they taste like. You drop a little scallion or something on top of them, make them look a little pretty. Got some drop biscuits and some quail in the background. We finna eat good.
And that's it. Garden fresh scalloped potatoes, straight from the dirt to the dinner table. We hope this inspires you to get creative with your own harvest. Alright guys, if you're looking for more ways to use up your potato harvest, be sure and check out this video right here where we show you how to cut, blanch, and freeze homemade french fries and scalloped potatoes.